Hi, guys. Welcome to episode 2 of the Fantasy Football Podcast. What we're going to be talking about today is going to be the NFL news, draft grades for the AFC and NFC South, the fantasy discussion about QBs and tight ends and what our top 10 rankings are on them, and then trivia. Me and Grady will be going against each other on trivia. You'll see who wins, and then we'll be talking about everything else. So stay tuned. It's going to be exciting. Hey guys, so we're going to step right into the NFL news from this past week here.
The news, the news, the news.
So a couple of things that's been going on is Travis Kelce was just the highest paid tight end in NFL. So he's getting the bag over there. It's crazy though.
Yeah. And he's dating Taylor Swift, making probably a bunch of money in his commercials. And now he's the highest paid tight end. And they have their podcast popping off. Mm-hmm. Money moves.
Yeah, seriously.
How are they going to keep paying all these people, though? Because Pat Mahomes just got another pay bump, too. Well, I guess their defense is hella young.
Yeah, and also Chris Jones also got paid, too. Remember?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, so I don't know where all that money's really coming from, huh? I mean, I know he keeps taking pay cuts because he wants to win championships. He's trying to do the Tom Brady method. And it's obviously going to work. But he did sign a 2-year extension, so I'm thinking that's it. I think he's really looking at the 2 years, and then he's going to retire. I mean, he is older up that age, so that's what I think might be.
34 mil for 2 years. Yeah, he'd probably call it a career because his brother just retired as well.
He's like, I'm going to win 2 more Super Bowls, and I'm going to just step out.
I don't know about 2. They might get one more.
Hopefully none. Right?
Yeah.
Especially hard division.
I hope
not. And then some more news that's going on is Jason Kelce joined ESPN for Monday night pregame show. That's going to be exciting. I love his energy, and now seeing him before Monday Night Football,
He's going to be like, he's going to remind me of like Shaq.
Exactly.
When Shaq's on TNT for like the halftime and all that stuff.
Like that kind of vibe.
Yeah, and then he's really good at breaking stuff down too. So like, when they're breaking down film beforehand. Yeah. And if the Eagles play on a Monday night, that is going to be, he's going to get hyped on that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's going to take his shirt off and everything.
If they win, probably.
Yeah. But that's exciting, though. I think, I love everything about Jason Kelce. So him being on ESPN before the Monday night game, that's going to be exciting.
Did you see when they had Burrow on, like, recently? I saw the clip, and he was like, what he said, he was like, bro, you reaching out to me meant so much and stuff. And I was like, wow, what a cool guy. Yeah. I'm actually kind of bummed that he's not going to be... Like, he'll be around, but I'm a bummed he's not playing.
Yeah. He was one of the likable guys in the NFL. Some other stuff that has also happened. The Patriot. Yeah.
And he's an O-lineman, and O-linemen don't always get a lot of love.
No, they don't. Yeah, and on their podcast, they like to bring O-linemen on and everything. And it's like, they're really cool guys, too, and they're all really good players.
Yeah.
And then what else that happened? The Patriots signed Christian Barrymore to a 4-year, $92 million extension. So
I saw that.
That's like the second defensive guy that they've given big contracts. Definitely out of the ordinary of the Patriots. Obviously, it's because Bill's not there. But
now they don't have to pay. Well, yeah, they don't have to do the same methods that they used to do with Bill now that he's not there. So they can pay the guys. They don't care because Bill was always like, I'll move off a guy a season before he's shit,
Yeah.
So that's nice to see, but they also got the rookie quarterback. So if either one of their rookie quarterbacks can play, rookie contract, you can pay everybody else.
Yeah.
I still don't like their wide receiving core though.
Yeah, no, I don't love it. I do like that kid that they drafted, Baker. He looks really good, but other than that, their core is very, very weak. Some other stuff that also happened, Rashee Rice possibly going to be suspended for half the season.
That's what it sounded like. I mean, I think it's got to go down what happens from the lawsuit and the lawyer side of everything.
Legally.
Yeah, the legal side of everything. That needs to play out, I think. But if it starts taking too long, the league obviously will just do the suspension. Yeah. Call it good, and then he can come back. But if the legal stuff ends up not being as bad as it could be. Maybe it's only like a 6 game, like up until the bye, like a 6 game suspension.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I don't want to be that guy. But I understand that's a terrible situation. But, like, people get caught on roids and you get, a fucking 2 game?
4 game.
Yeah, 4 game suspend. Why aren't we taking that more seriously? That's giving somebody else an advantage.
Yeah.
I don't care if it was for your hair, Garoppolo. Like, you're giving somebody an advantage. And then they get a 4 game. And then, you got a young kid, just won the Super Bowl, doing something stupid. I mean, we've all been there, done that, and now he's gonna miss half a season because of a stupid decision versus 4
when he
games.
does on the field.
Yeah, exactly. Versus somebody getting a boost in their play on the field.
No, I get that. Yeah, but I mean, it looks like it's probably gonna end up happening. It is what it is. It sucks, but he should be making better decisions. I mean, he put himself in a bad position, obviously.
100%.
So, but more news: Zay Jones got released by the Jaguars.
Yeah, that was kind of random, I think. But they brought in Thomas Jr. from LSU, and didn't they sign
Gabe
somebody?
Davis.
There it is. Yep. And then they already got Christian Kirk there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was a little bit more. And Evan Ingram.
Yeah, too many mouths to feed. Yeah. And I know he was getting paid a decent contract. So, I mean, I get it. It was just kind of surprising. I mean, take away talent for Lawrence is never a good thing. But
they probably think that Thomas can go in and kind of replace his role. Because it doesn't matter. Gabe Davis is so spotty. In games, everything like that, like we draft him in fantasy. Well, I don't, but people draft him in fantasy every year and are like, this is going to be his year, kills it for 2 weeks, and then it's just out the window.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, they probably just wanted to get his contract off the books, get the young guy in, and just let him.
Probably get him all the reps.
Yeah, exactly. Because any receiver that walks in that room, Kirk is going to be the one.
Yeah.
Even though he may or may not be a one, but I mean, the dude actually catches the ball.
Yeah.
Who's the dude? He's on the Panthers now. We always give him shit. Johnson or whatever that came from the Steelers.
Oh, Deontay Johnson. The guy that drops everything.
Yeah.
Gosh. Some more news. Also, Tyler Boyd had some visits with you guys and the Titans, the Chargers.
Yeah, we signed DJ Chark though.
Yeah,
which I am. I guess it's fine.
Yeah.
He's fast.
Yeah. I felt like you guys weren't going to get him, so then you guys were like, we need to add depth. We need to go for Chark. Chark's not bad. He's tall, fast.
He'll be
27, 28.
He'll probably be a good he'll be a mentor for the guys. We didn't have a lot of veterans in the room. We had Josh Palmer was the most seasoned vet in the Chargers wide receiver corps.
Yeah.
So get another vet in there. You just got
a rookie deal too.
We literally got 3 wide receivers this draft, 2 in the back end. So you let them come in, you learn some veteran savvy. You do that because Keenan's not there to teach them this anymore, which sucks.
It's true.
I mean, he's going to go help Rome Odunze in Chicago a lot.
Yeah.
Because Rome's routes are already nice, but
with DJ Moore.
But I think that if we had gotten Boyd, he's going to want to be the one. He's going to want targets because he's coming from a place where he was
the 3.
Yeah, did the 3, and he's walking into a receiving core like that. Yeah. He's gonna be like, I'm the one. And Chark was probably more like, yeah, dude, I'll do whatever you need. I don't care about the targets. I just want to win games. And play with a good coach. So
so we'll see what happens with him. Probably going to be the Titans unless any other people.
This is their wide receiver core. So this is the Thornton who the Patriots drafted?
No, that was last year.
Oh.
This year they drafted Javon Baker, I believe that was his name, from UCF.
There you go.
And then also what's happened, Travis Etienne and Trevor Lawrence got their 5th-year options picked up.
No-brainer. At least Trevor Lawrence was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
They see that both of them together will be in their future. He's a running back that'll get paid. Mm-hmm. It's a smart decision to pick those up.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. We've kind of seen that one coming.
I got one.
Yeah, what's up?
What the fuck are the Steelers doing about saying Field should return punts? Did you see that?
Yeah.
They don't have another quarterback to back up Russell Wilson. Why are you going to have him go return punts?
It kind of just kills the Justin Fields QB1 thing now. I mean, now they're saying kick returner, doing different packages with them. Now it's like you're taking him out of his position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't think it helps his confidence either. The dude just got traded. They draft a new quarterback that walks into a furnished apartment. He's like, I wish I had all those weapons.
Yeah.
He gets shipped out to a place where he felt probably he could have competed for a starting spot. And now you're listening to your fucking special teams coordinator talk about how you should return punts.
Yeah.
So that kind of like that, and he's a young kid. That hurts his confidence, and that sucks for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of almost it's at this point done with him being the QB guy, unless Russell gets hurt and then he could step in, and then he can prove himself one more time. But right now, it's like. Now, Justin Fields is looking like a second-string QB that's going to be in a lot, like a Taysom Hill.
I know. I couldn't even put him on. We couldn't even use him in like any rankings because you just didn't. You don't know.
Yeah.
But like if he ends up playing, we'll say half the season or something. I bet you it'd be pretty good because the Steelers bolstered that O-line in the draft, and they're gonna run the ball. And then they brought in a different OC this year, right?
Arthur Smith.
Yeah, Arthur Smith's there, and I mean he was a good coordinator.
Yeah,
the
he was
Titans
a good coordinator.
were in that championship game. They just had to play Mahomes.
Yeah, yeah. And then a couple other guys about their fifth-year options. All of these guys got declined. So 2021 draft class wasn't that great. So it was Caleb Farley, Eric Stokes, Kadarius Toney, Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, and Najee Harris. All of them. Yeah. All of them got them declined.
The Steelers didn't draft a running back this year, did they?
I don't. That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know if they did or not. Here,
I want to say no, but I know a lot of. But I know a lot of teams definitely drafted.
Yeah, well, because they always find Jaylen Warren kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So, but they probably feel that if they did get another they did not. They got another wide receiver.
But then again, you also have to not worry that the running back position is not really paid that high anyways.
Yeah. So that's what I was saying. Either they're gonna, bring him back on a nice deal. So because to pay a running back on your fifth-year option is kind of expensive compared to what they actually get.
Yeah.
So you bring him back, and then maybe they feel like they can have a little bit to pay Warren as well because they like that two-headed backfield, especially with Arthur Smith. And then they signed Patterson as well.
Yeah.
Coming from Atlanta. So he'll probably end up in the backfield at some points in time.
Oh, yeah. He's probably also looking like the kick returner for that team if it's not Justin Fields. So
it better not be, dude. I swear to God, I'm gonna be screaming at the TV the first time when the dude from the red zone pops up and goes, "Look at this! We got Justin Fields returning punts."
Yeah, seriously, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully not, but looking like things are acting weird in the NFL. And some other stuff. Odell signs a 1-year contract, $8.25 million with the Dolphins. I felt like we knew that. The news has been pushing that so hard that he was going to make a deal. They were going back and forth. It was multi-year, and then it was.
I kind of wish they were on Hard Knocks again. Because him and Tyreek Hill, I would love to know what their dynamic is because they're both pretty big personalities.
Very.
But they're not going to be the ones to eat on him. They're not going to go be like, hey, you got to throw me the ball. You got to throw me the ball. They're going to be like, hey, if I'm open, hit the guy that's open.
Yeah, yeah.
And it'll be fun to see him. We saw him in the Ram style offense, but we do. I mean, I feel like the Dolphins use a lot more motion, a lot more misdirects now that it has the base of that Shanahan offense. But their coach has just schemed it a little different. Yeah. So it'll be fun to see how he uses Odell because I don't think Tua's ever really had someone because he can go up and get those 50-50 balls.
Yeah.
And he don't got brick hands like Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, Jalen Waddle, seriously. He has a dropping problem too. If you guys can't tell, we hate players that drop the ball. If it hits your hands, catch it. You know what I mean? You get paid millions of dollars. Yeah.
St. Brown catches 202 balls a day. Go out there and just catch 100 balls a day. It's the same way I feel about 3-point shooting in the NBA. if you want to get better at it, don't leave until you make 100. So
yeah, it's the dedication. Yeah, it's, the crafting of your sport, or the position you play too. Chris Harris, he retired. You know, for Broncos fans, that was big. I mean, Chris Harris was one of the best corners in the league for quite some time. He
balled for us, too, for a little bit.
Yeah, he went to you guys. Mm-hmm. He was there with both Super Bowls. You know, he had a great career. I mean, he was kind of irrelevant the past, 2 or 3 years. But, yeah, I mean, he had a great career. You know, he retired. That was awesome, though.
Where did he play last year?
I think he was honestly a free agent.
The
the Saints? It was the Saints, okay. But, yeah, there was not really much going on with him. Michael Gallup signs with the Raiders. Yeah, you know, not that crazy, but some news. Yeah. Zeke signs with the Cowgirls, or the Cowboys.
Did that go through and everything?
Yeah.
1 year. That doesn't surprise me. Jerry wanted him back. The Patriots didn't want him anymore.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
don't think he was just there because Bill was there. That's why he went there. Bill wants to run the ball.
Yeah, it's what Bill does. Sign veterans kind of coming at the end of their career and use them efficiently. Mm-hmm. All right, so that was everything I had for the...
That's everything. I just was... the only other thing we didn't talk about was Wiggins for the Ravens. Their first-round draft pick was the first to sign. Mm-hmm. And he signed a fully guaranteed deal, which I think is going to... affect these quarterbacks that are about to get paid on their rookie deals because I think everybody was bitching up a storm and Deshaun Watson gets a fully guaranteed deal, but it was at such a big value. Well, now if you give him a fully guaranteed deal as a rookie, when you go to negotiate, you're like, hey, I threw you a bone of a fully guaranteed deal. I'm trying to pay you more money now. Yeah. And then you get, it gives the team a little bit more negotiating power.
Okay.
Because every time that we try and reset the market, I understand the cap goes up, but if every time you reset the market, you can't keep good players, solid players that are on that, maybe they're the heart of they have the heart of the team kind of, but you just can't pay them. You can't pay them that money because they won't take a minimum, and you're paying these guys so much.
Yeah, top
and you'd love to keep them in the building, but you can't. So then somebody who can afford them, who did it this? The Texans are doing, just pulling in everybody because they got Hunter, Joe Mixon. Yeah. They're gonna go in and they're gonna steal them and swoop them up. So I think that's something I think we should pay attention on for signing other contracts.
Gotcha. Okay, I see what you're coming from. It's gonna be interesting. I mean, I feel like it's just gonna keep happening. There's Zach Martin for the Cowboys, who he negotiates his deal every year to make sure he's the highest paid guard in the NFL, and rightfully so. He is the best guard in the NFL, but he always wants that top tier money. It kind of hurts your team.
Well, it doesn't help when Dak Prescott isn't the greatest quarterback, but he's making $50 million.
Yeah,
that doesn't help. And then you got CD and Micah Parsons, who in my opinion are way better. How are you supposed to pay them?
Yeah, no, you're right. When a quarterback asks for that much amount of money, it's hard to distribute everything. That's why Mahomes is doing the Tom Brady method. I'm going to still be a top 10 paid QB, top 5 paid QB, but I don't need to be one. I want to win Super Bowls.
So when they redid his deal and they gave him more money, did they add more years onto his contract?
No.
Okay. Because I was he already had a 10-year contract, which was insane.
Yeah, no, they're just fluctuating money. More signing bonus kind of stuff,
Yeah. Oh, he was on Impulsive this week.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
It's only a 45-minute. And it's actually really good, but they went to his house and that's what he was.
Oh, with Speed, right? Yeah.
He was talking about some of that stuff. He was they give me I'll get a bonus because he was talking about his cars, and he was I'll get a bonus, and he goes, I remember one of the first when they gave me a bonus, I was I'm gonna go get this car, and so he got a car and stuff. So
if only I can do that.
Yeah, but it must be nice because the Patriots weren't doing that for Tom. Tom just chose to make less money.
Yeah, I mean, he still got paid a lot. And
he knew that he needed people around him, though.
It's true.
And then Harris Jr. hasn't signed his deal to do the jerseys. I forget exactly what that is.
I forgot about that. The NFLPA deal.
The PA deal. So I don't know what's up with that. So I heard on Pat, like from listening to the radio, McAfee was saying basically a lot of the kids in college were given like a deal, but it was a 4-year deal, so it went into when they go into the NFL.
It was like fandom or that brand.
But so Harris didn't do it. And now, because it's like, well, when I'm drafted, I'm going to be worth more than I am now. And so he didn't do it. So I think that's the holdup. I think that they're being petty. That he didn't sign with them when they were younger because he didn't need to.
Yeah, I was going to say, why would he?
Yeah, that works for other people, but it's not going to work for him.
Poor Cardinals fans. They can't even get a Marvin Harrison jersey.
I know.
That sucks. But, all right. So we're going to start jumping into the fantasy discussion here. We're going to be talking about our top 10 QBs and tight ends in regular league, standard leagues. So not dynasty, just redrafts.
I hate the tight end position. It's so
hard.
If you don't get, I mean, if you find like, if you find someone later, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But like to draft them, every time I've drafted a quarterback since we started playing, or a tight end, since we started drafting and playing, they always either get hurt or like they suck, and then I gotta trade or move or pick somebody up.
Let's be honest, that's just Kyle Pitts every year.
I had him the one good year. I traded for him right before he popped at the end of the year.
Oh, gotcha.
His rookie year, I think.
Oh, okay.
Because Caden had him.
Oh, yeah. So do you want to start with your QB rankings first, or do you want me to start?
You go first.
All right. So let's see. Let me just go to my list over here. So for my top 10 quarterbacks for redraft leagues, I'm going to go number 1, Josh Allen. I mean, just no matter what, he gets his points from his legs, his throwing. They will throw the ball 40 times. He will take it himself as
Who's going to catch that ball, though?
Doesn't matter. He'll run it himself, dude. It's crazy. Or Kincaid.
I don't know how he hasn't just like, knock on wood, but like got a concussion or something with how much he runs.
It's just like what Edelman said. They'll pretend, my ankle, instead of when he gets concussed. My second, I think Lamar. I think Lamar is going to take a big jump this year. I mean, every year he's always a fantasy killer in it because of his rushing capability. I did Joe Burrow third. I've always been a big fan of Joe Burrow. I think he's, going to be a stud again. He has all the talent. They keep helping the O-line. The running back position's a little weak, but
see, he got hurt. He's on my dynasty league. Forgot about him. Didn't even put him on there.
Oh yeah. Dak Prescott. I think that's a little bit of a saucy one. I think Dak Prescott is actually going to have a killer year.
So he's your 4
or 4. And the reason why I'm saying he's 4 is because he's on a contract year. Every time players are on contract years, you know what they do? I'm going to ball out so I get paid.
Yeah.
And he's probably going to do the same thing in fantasy. Am I going to say Cowboys with the ball? No. They're going to be a first round exit. But
they always are.
But regular season fantasy, he's going to probably be a stud again. Then I did Mahomes at 5. I mean, if he falls any lower than that, he's one of the best QBs. He did have a down year, but they focused on so much on the offense now.
Yeah, and their defense was really good last year. Along with, we did a lot of question marks about their wide receiving core. We still do now again, but Kelsey's committed for another 2 years.
Yeah.
So,
they drafted Worthy, but
he'll do something.
Yeah.
I'm always a little worried about him because they'll win a game with 24 points.
Yeah.
24-17 and they don't care.
Yeah.
They'll win the win.
Yeah. Then I went CJ Stroud 6, Brock Purdy 7, Jalen Hurts 8.
Ooh, why? Because they lost Kelsey?
Yeah. I mean, that's a leadership role. It seemed they were in turmoil last year. They look like that they're more comfortable and, everything's all happy again. So, I mean, he could be better, but I feel like he's going to have another down year, top 10 QB. But I mean, for fantasy purposes, I think he's not going to be anything more than a top 5. But hey, I might be wrong. But that's why I put him at 8. And then I got some pretty surprising ones that probably other people.
Last two?
Yeah, my last two. I think Anthony Richardson. He's going to be a top 10 QB this year.
He was on. I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
he was borderline, but once he got hurt like so early last year that I don't know. But
it's too early. Yeah,
he was somebody that he was going for my 10th spot.
Yeah,
it was between him and the person I picked.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to kill it. I mean, he looked amazing when he played. They drafted another receiver. They have Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Adonis Mitchell, and I feel like that's, they put so much around Jonathan Taylor. Like he should be a fantasy monster.
And I like their coach is good at scheming guys open, playing it. Herbie had his best year with him as our OC.
Yeah.
So I think he can. If Richardson can be accurate, he will be probably fringe top 10 for sure.
Yeah. And then my 10th spot, I did Matthew Stafford. Yeah, I know. I mean, I think the wide receiver cores are amazing. He's played amazing every time. It's just his health. He always gets hurt. It happens.
Hopefully Cooper Kupp stays healthy this year. That'll help him out a lot as well.
I mean, he has Puka, he has Cooper, he has Kyron Williams. Now they have Blake Corum. They have Tyler Higbee. Sean McVay's still there. It's going to be the same cast. They're going to be doing good. Maybe he might not do great in the first half, but the second half, I think he's just going to dominate.
I feel like the Rams don't start that strong.
They don't.
Like they're real like marathon-y. Like we're gonna run this pace, and then they get a couple weeks in. If they get an early bye, you normally see the shift right after. But they get a couple weeks in, feel it out, and then bam, they just catch fire.
They do.
Just like Kyron Williams, he comes back, bam, moving.
Yeah. But yeah, that I think I think he's gonna kill it this year. I think he has so much supporting cast. I mean, you can make your arguments about a bunch of other players that should be in it, but Tua. I mean, Tua has the same thing. Great support cast, great offensive headed coach. But I don't trust him. I don't like his arm. He's not as good as these other guys, if I'm being honest with you. You can make the argument T-Law, Aaron Rodgers, even, and Jared Goff. But I really like the upside of these guys. I think they have the most potential. They're going to give you the most beneficial. The only guys that you really get about is their health, which is Anthony Richardson and Stafford, really. But I feel like once they're healthy, they're killing it. And Burrow, yeah, that's true. Even Burrow. But see if his elbow's okay. But what's your top 10 QBs?
All right, for one. I'm glad these are different. This is nice. I was kind of worried that they might not be that different.
Oh,
so I took Hurts at 1.
Oh, whoa!
Because
big difference.
I think that they got a new OC as well. I think that's gonna help them out. They got Saquon Barkley, so they're gonna be able to give him a run game.
That's fair
as well. And so I think the option might come back. And then just because Kelsey's gone, I think that they're still going to be comfortable enough to run that damn brotherly shove play, and go right up the middle. So, a lot of touchdowns if they're inside of that 1 yard mark.
Yeah.
And they're just QB sneaks.
Poor Saquon.
Yeah, I know, right? or they'll run it like they'll do like the fake one where he will be able to run, off the edge because everybody's condensed. 2, I did put Lamar as well. Because rushing upside, bringing in, they're just always good, and I think that he'll have another good year. Their receiving core, I don't know, isn't top tier anymore since they did lose OBJ, but I think his rushing upside alone puts him at 2.
It helps.
Patrick Mahomes at 3.
Okay.
Just because he had a down year last year, but all the years prior to that, he was 1 or 2, arguably. You can go with it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. He's going to do good, as per usual.
Josh Allen at 4, only because not a whole lot of, support. No Stephon Diggs. Sometimes he was just like, hey, Stephon Diggs is down there somewhere.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
I think that's going to hurt him. And then CJ Stroud at 5. Because now he does have Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
Along with Tank Dell, who is good. He, after everything that happened with him.
Okay.
And then, coming back from the leg injury, he should be fine. Nico Collins is there. I'm pretty sure Noah Brown is still there as well.
Yes, he did.
They just got Joe Mixon, so they're going to want to run the ball, the screen game. So, I just think he's got a lot of playmakers around him, kind of the same way that I gave Goff at 6. Just having people around him. He was always a consistent, play. Every once in a while he'd overperform. Every once in a while you get them stinkers, but it happens.
Yeah.
Tua at 7, just because I saw what they did with Tyreek Hill last year.
Wow, okay.
Bringing in, OBJ and stuff. And I think it's just another year in the system, another year for him. He stayed healthy all last year, so I think that was a big hurdle. So I don't like his arm, though, like you said. Fringe, but surrounded by talent. I think Hill was like the number 1 receiver last year, so that'll probably help.
Sure, yeah.
Purdy at 8, kind of the same reason. Just has all the talent around him.
All of it.
Yep.
Man.
We saw CMC kill it, everything. So, and then they just drafted another guy. In the wide receiver core.
Pearsall.
Ricky Pearsall. So, and CJ Stroud was bummed
looks
about
like
that.
a stud, though.
That's what I'm saying.
He looks awesome. I was surprised. I didn't do much research on him, and then they drafted him. I was like, who is this guy? And I look at him, I'm like, wow, he could be a stud for Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, exactly. That's why as soon as they drafted him, they were talking about moving one of the other wide receivers and stuff. So they just gave him another weapon. So we'll see. That's
fair.
And then, so 8, 9, I put Justin Herbert.
Really? You still think so?
Only because I think we got the play action game is going to be... He's going to get a run game, and so his play action is... Because he was already good off of play action. He can throw on the run, all that stuff. I think that's going to be good. Accuracy was never his issue when it comes to it. Only question marks about who's going to be catching the ball, but I like McConkey. I think he's going to give... I think he's going to come in, and Herbert's going to be like... He reminds me a lot of Keenan, how he attacks the route, runs the routes when I was watching some film. So Herbie will try and help him out. Hey, this is how Keenan did it, if we're here. And then, so I gave him a 9. And then Trevor Lawrence at 10. Him and Anthony Richardson were my 2 that I was going back and forth for.
Gotcha.
I think he got a little banged up last year. I think that he's getting ready for a contract as well. So
that's fair.
He's gonna play well, and they got another wide receiver. They're still surrounding with talent. So that's where I went. And then Anthony Richardson, I was 50-50 on between because of just the rushing upside, and the dude's got a cannon. And we only got to see him for 3 games last year. It was a real bummer.
It was real short. We were all getting hyped about it. We were like, is he going to be this good of a stud? And then he won some games and lost some games. He got hurt. You're like, oh. And then I think it was his shoulder, right? Yeah, he messed up his shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, he got I think it was a concussion, and then he came back.
Yeah.
And then he got his shoulder, or the shoulder and the concussion happened at the same time. But yeah, it was something to do. He had to go do some surgery, and then. But he should be fully ready to go. No.
Yeah,
they should be healthy now.
Yeah, I think Jordan Palmer dropped news that he's fully able to throw and be able to do all kinds of stuff and proceed and work out. So looks like he's recovering well from it. So he should have a good year. I'm really hyped about him. So we'll see. Hopefully everything goes well. I mean, all the hype is now, but till the season starts, here we are.
There's a lot of hope right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of hope. All right, let's talk about the tight ends now. What are your top 10 tight ends? You go first.
I got Laporta at 1.
That's fair.
Young tight end. Bam.
He was number 1 last year, right?
Yeah, I think he was 1 or 2. Yeah. So I'm gonna stick with that. I put Kelsey at 2 once again. Another 2-year deal. Seems like he's more motivated than ever. I think that he also had a down year, so I think this year it's just another year for them. Now they might get a little Super Bowl hangover, but Hawkinson. He's at 3 for me.
Even after his torn Achilles.
Yeah, I think the players coming back from like Achilles and everything like that. It's not the same as it was before.
Yeah.
Obviously, it might take him a couple games to get back into everything, but
he should still be a stud.
So you're telling me there's 4 people,
even with Sam Darnold and JJ throwing down?
Oh, I'm not worried about it. They're gonna do this. It's like Sean McVay, bro. They got the tall Sean McVay over there. So,
okay. All right, that's fair. I was surprised, but okay. All right.
Trey McBride at 4.
That's fair.
He came on. He was coming on hot at the end. I think it's gonna be walking into his second year, and then he'll get more time with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was out for a little bit, so and then also you gotta respect their rookie weapon as well, Harrison, and so we'll see. I don't know about their coach though, so that's my only worry with them.
Oh, Jonathan Gannon.
Yeah.
Defensive minded.
Yeah, Mark Andrews at 5.
Okay.
Mark Andrews at 5. I think Lamar will have a good year, and he's his most reliable pass catcher.
Fair.
Kyle Pitts at 6, because now he gets Kirk Cousins, and Kirk Cousins loves his tight ends. Hawkinson was great with him.
Dude, he sucks every year. We do this.
Okay, but who have his quarterbacks been?
Oh my gosh! We can't get
his best
love
year?
of him again.
His best year was probably with Matt Ryan.
Was he even there with Matt? Oh yeah,
it had to have been his rookie year.
Either way, we can't do this again, man.
He was anywhere from 6 to 8
for a second. Then he does terrible, and everyone's like, "Should we trade him? Should we drop him?" And then at the end of the middle of the season, you just drop him, and you understand why.
I don't know. When Kirk Cousins was playing, dude, Hawkinson was killing it.
I know. I see it. I can see him being so good, but will he? Okay. All right. I get you though.
Njoku at 7.
I can't do it. Njoku. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He played really well last year.
Killed it last year with QB play.
Yep. And Deshaun Watson should be better this year.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't know. So just another year for him after serving, sitting out a whole year and the suspension. So now that's probably finally out and not.
But he got injured.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. Now he's getting, like, if he doesn't get hurt, he'll help out Njoku because he's a better quarterback, unfortunately. Okay. Bauer's the rookie for the Raiders at 8.
Oh, you're going with the rook?
Yeah.
With the QB that's throwing him?
Oh, I mean, I know that they have no idea, but I just think that he was like one of the only can't miss prospects. Yeah, so I think that he'll do it. And also, when you have Devontae Adams, people pay him respect. They don't got they don't have another target.
Yeah,
except for Michael Gallup, but and then Kincaid at 9 because there's nobody in Buffalo to challenge his targets, and then Goddard at 10.
Oh, Goddard. Yeah. You think Goddard's going to do good?
Fringe probably top 10. Oh, okay. Just because, that's why he's like the last, just because he's normally kind of just constant 10, 11 points. Yeah. And if you got the right team, that's all you need from your tight end.
That's
give me 10 to 15 points, I'm cool with it. As long as as
long as you don't get me 1 point,
Exactly. Yeah, okay. Unless you have, the top 3 or 4, then you're going to want more points. But, for a solid 10, 11, 10 to 15, that's good.
That's fair. Yeah, okay. I see what you mean. That is kind of what you kind of hope for if you're not getting their 20 points from your tight end.
I've never had good tight ends every time we play. They always stink or get hurt. So, I'm just looking for someone to give me 12 points.
That's fair. All right. Okay, well, here's my top 10 tight ends here. Kind of starts off the same, nothing too crazy. I think it's obvious. I think Sam Laporta is the number 1. I mean, he killed it. Jared Goff loves him. He's going to get his touchdowns. He's going to get his catches. I think that's fair to think that the same thing's going to happen. Everything's the same there. Travis Kelce at number 2. Kind of the same thing. Just got paid. Mahomes' favorite target. He's probably still going to be his number 1 target, even with all these pieces they added. Still going to be T. Kels. And then number 3, I did go with McBride. He just dominated, man, last year. Per game, he was the best tight end on his points per game. He got hurt in the beginning of the season, and the beginning of the season it was kind of rough with Kyler Murray kind of adjusting and everything like that. But then middle to the end of the season, he just was destroying the league. He was putting up like 20 points a game. It was unreal.
He was a PPR monster.
Monster, dude. Yeah, he was. I mean, he was the only guy there. Now they have Marvin Harrison, but I don't see how that could stop. Well, yeah.
Not that I don't think he's gonna be good. It's just it's only one other person.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and they traded away Randall Moore and everything like that. So
they let Hollywood walk.
Yep, that too. So I think how could he not do it again? Then I got Mark Andrews at 4. I mean, I think same thing. Best guy. Nothing's really changed. Lamar likes him. As long as he could stay healthy, he's going to be a top 5 tight end. Then I put Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram had a career year last year, and he was the best guy receiving-wise on the Jaguars. So, I mean, Evan Ingram, just a stud. He killed it last year at the end of the season. Same thing as McBride. It was him and McBride that were killing it with Laporta. So I think why not? Why wouldn't it be the same? I know they added Brian Thomas.
They have more mouths to feed. That's the only worry with Ingram.
It's true. With Thomas. But I feel like Thomas is going to just grow into that role instead of having an immediate impact. Clip that, and then week 1 he's just going to kill it. But that's why Evan Ingram's going to kill it. I don't see how it's not. David Njoku, exactly what you said. He was very good. He was very underrated. A lot of people didn't talk about him at all last year. I think he's going to be a top 10 tight end. Then after that, I did go T.J. Hawkinson.
At 6.
That's or 7. At 7. I'm a little scared with the knee injury. I think the QB play is going to be lower. I think, they're going to force their receivers more than anything. But Kevin O'Connell likes his tight end a lot, and, he's probably going to get force-fed it.
You know what's the best thing for young quarterbacks? Tight ends.
Yeah.
A good safety valve. So,
Yeah, you're right. You can check it down if things look bleak.
Because, I mean, I don't think Sam Darnold starts for them.
Oh, you think they're going straight to JJ?
Yeah.
Wow, bold take. Okay, I like it. And then where I went after that was George Kittle at 8. Yes, more mouths to feed, but he has his random games of just putting up 30 and then 5 points all year and then another 30 out of nowhere, So I feel like once you get down to lower on the list, they're all interchangeable, like we said. You're hoping for that 10, 15 points if you're lucky. And then after that, I got Kincaid. I mean, I feel like Kincaid could have been a little bit higher, and I see,
he's your 9.
9, Same. Yeah. He should do good. He also has to compete with Dawson Knox, but it looks like they're going to just do the double tight end thing. So, I mean, he should have another good solid year. Again, hoping for 10 points. Maybe he'll increase in that PPR-wise. Maybe he'll get more receptions, but that's why I'm going to put him there. And then number 10, I did Jake Ferguson. I liked him last year.
Cowboys.
He had a good year last year. He looks like he has the trust of Dak Prescott. Gallup left. Looks like it's going to be Cooks, CeeDee, and Jake Ferguson. So that's why I put him at 10. I think he's going to have a good year.
No Kyle Pitts?
No, dude, I'm not doing it. No. I'm not going through that. I'm done with the heartbreak.
The good thing is, one of us will be right.
Yeah. You're right.
One of us will be right about it.
All right. Well, that was the end of the fantasy discussion. Did you have anything else that you want to have input on? Did you have any honorable mentions that maybe you were thinking of in your top 10 QBs or tight ends?
My honorable mention for the tight end would have been Ferguson, and then my honorable mention would have been was AR. Anthony Richardson.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha.
For the quarterback.
I get you. Yeah, my honorable mention for like the QBs would have definitely been Jordan Love. I mean, he did take a huge step at the end, even in the playoffs.
Mia was on it with him from the jump. He did well.
Yeah, no, he did good. He might start off hot now. He's now have chemistry with all the receivers. The QB or the coaching staff is similar. Their running back's a little shaky, but I think he's going to end up having another solid year. And then my honorable mention for
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. His run per carry was really bad last year but that's the Raiders. They suck. So, and then honorable mention for the tight ends, I did Dalton Schultz. The only reason why I say that is because yes, a lot of mouths to feed, but he has the trust in CJ Stroud. Simply as that. As long as you have the QB's trust, just like Travis Kelce and Mahomes, you're going to be a stud, no matter how many mouths are going to be feeding everyone else. So I put him as my honorable mention for sure. But that was
forget about him.
Yeah,
it's because he's not on the Cowboys anymore.
Yeah, Jake Ferg's over there, dude. So that was it for the fantasy discussion. Now we're gonna go and move on to the trivia. So,
what's up? We're back with the trivia. Elijah, our producer over here, has set up a fun trivia game. We're going to get, like $15. We're going to pick some players who had their best fantasy year. And hopefully I'm going to beat David.
Hopefully not.
Well, we beat the computer last time, so we're on a good roll.
Well, we were close. We were 41 out of 42. We were so close. Yeah. And then Christian Michael.
Yeah, he'll never forget him now.
Yeah, right?
He's told me his name twice, which means I know you know.
Yeah, seriously. After that, yeah, I was really disappointed.
Alright, so I'm going to show the trivia graph first, and then I'll switch to your guys' faces.
Okay.
So,
let's see it.
Just know that last category is $1.
Is $1. Okay.
So
perfect.
I can still see you.
Yeah.
Alright. So how do you want to decide this?
Yeah, you got a coin or a spinny? I have a spinny on my phone, actually. I think I have a wheel.
What? A spinny?
The wheel? Like you said spin a wheel or whatever. A widget? Yeah. That's what they're called, technically.
Oh, I have the same one, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, that's my Madden one.
After, so
okay.
Let's go through it. Once you guys finish spending all $15, I'll calculate everything before showing you guys their points.
Okay.
So you guys can see, like, oh, okay, I don't know how I did, and then we'll go from there.
All right.
Get all pumped up.
Yeah, right?
Stupid ads, man. I hate this
stuff.
I hate it.
Dang,
anyways,
Davis, 2009.
Yeah, let's
Gary Barnidge in 2013.
Jamar Charles, 2013. Is there duds on here? That's my own. That's all I want to know. Like, because I feel like that. I feel like there's an option on the board that's probably pretty good for the value it has. But I feel like there might be some hidden ones that are more expensive.
I will say, there are a couple of picks that you probably should stay away.
Okay.
The value for what it's worth may not be it.
That's all I wanted to know. More than okay. Cool.
Okay. Dang, Heinz Ward 2002. I don't remember that. I remember Heinz Ward and everything like that, but I don't remember his fancy options. And person that goes me, fuck.
David.
Damn it.
Can't see, but it says David.
Okay.
Just to let you know, the Reggie Wayne is from 2007, in case you guys can't see, and the Randy Moss is also 2007.
Okay.
I want you guys to get from 11 and 7.
All right, for my first option here, I am gonna go with. Dang, these are all interesting. I think for the value here, I'm looking at. Might be a little surprising. I'm looking at David Johnson over there. I'm gonna go. There's so many. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go. Damn. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm like so hesitant on some of these guys. I want to go Jamal Charles or David Johnson right there. I think they're both good. Jamal Charles has always been, in the past, I was a huge fan of his. Even though he was on the Chiefs, he just always was so good. He always had multiple touchdowns, but I don't think he really was like that. I'm going to go David Johnson. You know what? I'm done. I'm going to go David Johnson 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
$3.
Yep. I'm going to $3. I don't want to spend too much money, on my first pick.
All right. You're good.
All right. I got $12 more. Your turn. What are you going with here, man?
I know that Randy Moss one's good.
Yeah, 2007?
Yeah, it's their undefeated year that they lose in the Super Bowl.
Is it that year or is it 09?
No.
No? Okay. Is it that one-handed catch in the back of the end zone against Darrelle Revis? That was stellar. Yeah. Julio Jones is not bad at all. Reggie Wayne, I just don't remember. I know Victor Cruz had a good year, but...
Yeah, 2 good.
Yeah, no, I was a huge fan of Victor, but injuries got him. As per usual.
Yeah, I'll take Randy Moss for $5.
Ooh, all right. I thought you were going to go LT. I'm not going to lie to you. Dang.
My grade is already down to his $10.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I can do math.
Dang. I'm gonna go with Cam Newton, 2015.
2015 Cam Newton for $4.
He fell apart in the Super Bowl, but if anything, that was his best year. He was MVP. He was so good. Everyone was like, "We don't know how to stop him," and then Von Miller said, "End your career." It just went downhill from there. What are you thinking, dude? What are you thinking? Crazy.
I mean, the Blake Bortles for like $2 is something to consider because like they did make that championship run.
They did for 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
but I mean, they were talking him up. They were like, he's a top 10 QB.
They really were.
Elijah was a huge fan. Our producer here, he was a nerd off Blake Bortles for some reason.
He did a lot better than you think he did.
Yeah,
he did.
The turnovers were bad.
Yeah.
You would throw to no one. But
Allen Robinson in his prime.
Can I do Zach Ertz for $3?
Zach
Ooh,
Ertz.
I like that one too, to be honest.
Value.
I think that might have been his
that was, I think,
his
like,
crazy touchdowns.
Yeah,
He had
and
so
then he
many
got like
touchdowns.
traded the next year.
He had so many touchdowns. Damn. Who? So I went 4 and 3, so that's 7. So I'm at 8.
Yep.
You have $7. Oh, you have $8.
$8.
I have $8. So, okay. So we're just choosing from each position, or are we just...
Well, you have a tight end now, so are you, or you have like a
QB
and running back, so...
So the rest of the money I have, I would have to pay a receiver or tight ends. Like one each.
Okay.
Right?
I don't know if you guys want to, you can go any position or you can go one position.
That's how I figured. I figured it was one per position.
Oh, okay.
You
All
know.
right, we can do that. That's fine. All right.
Well, that's the team. That's how the team works.
Yeah.
He said he wanted to see which team would be better.
Sure.
Well, because, like...
I was going highest fantasy points.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I could, I'd go 2 receivers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
I mean, yeah, you can go. It doesn't matter.
just spend the money?
Yeah, just spend the money.
We'll do that. Julio was so good, but he doesn't get touchdowns. He got all the yards and catches. Like he had like 1,600 yards one year, 3 touchdowns. Yeah. And you're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
And then Randy. Oh, you already chose Randy. My bad. Hines Ward. I don't remember 2002.
2002?
That's what I'm saying. You were born, dude.
I don't even know 2002.
I know he was good. Just
I looked that up.
yeah.
I just picked some interesting names. You got 2013 No Sean Moreno up there.
I love 23 No Sean. He was good.
2015 Gary Barnage.
He had a crazy season. I don't remember if it being 2015.
That was his only good season.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to go with... The receivers suck. I should have just went Randy. Damn. Or they don't suck. It's just they're kind of coin flips with me. I'm gonna go with Victor. I'm gonna go Victor with the $1. The value's there. I like him.
Yep.
We'll go with the Cruz man. Only $1.
I'm gonna also be on that same train, but I'm gonna take Peyton Manning.
Oh.
For $1.
Okay.
Yeah. It's either yay or nay, but I know Andrew Luck didn't come until 2012, so he should be,
Yeah.
he should be good.
Okay, that's fair. Oh, yeah, because Andrew Luck right there, his best year was 2014. I think he went to the Broncos. His first year was 2012, 2013.
Yeah, he gets drafted in 2012, and he played as a rookie.
Yeah,
so
yeah, because that's when they got rid of Peyton for his
Peyton
neck.
had to have been in Denver.
Okay, that's a good one. I'm gonna go with. See, one with Zach Ertz. I mean, Kelsey's had always some good years. Rob's always been good. Vernon Davis was good too. I don't like Gary though.
I knew that was gonna be the touchy one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with. I think you can't go with Kelsey.
Kelsey for 4?
Yeah, I mean, how could you go wrong with Kelsey's been dominant, and I'll take him for $1 less than Rob. So after that, how much am I at now?
8, 11, 12. You have $3 left.
I have $9 left, correct?
You have 6. You went
$5
right? on Moss, $3 on Ertz, $1 on Peyton.
So 5, 8, 9. I've spent 9, gives me 6.
Yeah.
I will take LaDainian Tomlinson for 5.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's a great one. He had like 20 touchdowns. That's damn.
Let me finish with David.
That's unfortunate. Doing the maths.
I'm just getting it prepared for when I do it. Because
Gotcha.
I made sure I put a list on my phone, so I don't have to look at this.
Gotcha. So you said I have how much again? 6?
8, 11, 12. You have $3.
Oh, $3. Sorry, $3. So I'm gonna go with. So I already got one from each position, and now this is just benefit. Shut up. I'm gonna go with, because we're going with the most points. I'm gonna go with Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
I'll take a second quarterback.
Smart.
Yeah.
Super flex.
Yeah.
I like
it.
it.
Super
I like
flex. Yeah.
I know what mine is. No Sean.
Oh, you have $1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that or Gary Barnage. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those were. I'll take the LT from 2006 though.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that was a good.
I hadn't had a running back. It was $6. I was like, I could work with $1.
No Sean Moreno?
Yeah,
All
it was
right.
that or Gary.
Yeah, yeah, I'd definitely take a running back over a tight end any day. All right, so what's the score? Huh?
We talked earlier. My tight end game sucks.
He goes, I'm good at everything but the tight end position. See, that's why, because you believe in Kyle Pitts.
Okay. Either you're right or I'm right, but you never know.
Yeah, that's true. You're not wrong.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna show the answers, and then I'll be calculating while you guys can look at that.
Okay.
There are the points.
Oh gosh, this is tiny, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, 400 and all right. Randy Moss had 385 that year. LT had 483 that year. Dang. Noah Shanu had 295.
Dang, Priest
Peyton
Holmes.
Manning had 500, right? 510. Is that what that says?
That's
310. Or 370. Okay.
370.9.
Ertz had 280.
Dang. Kelsey, 296. Dang, Gronk?
330.
Gronk was
Dang.
left on the board.
He had
The
what?
best pick was the LT one. He
Yeah.
had the second highest points on this list.
Who had the first?
Second?
Oh, Lamar.
And he was the
Lamar
running
Jackson.
back?
Lamar.
I'm shocked you guys didn't go Lamar. That was a great one for $5.
Not when I got 4 and then 3 for 5.
What's Victor right there? 280? That was a great one.
Yeah. Can't see shit.
I know.
Yeah. And then I get 300 from the quarterback. Not bad. Did you already add them up, or are you doing that at the
Doing
moment?
that right
You
now.
are? Okay, alright.
And then you got Cam Newton
And Andrew
and
Luck.
Andrew Luck. They had 4 and then 4,
Yeah.
and then your running back was
David Johnson.
and then you had Victor Cruz, 287, not bad.
Yeah.
And then you had the Kelsey,
Yeah. Kelsey was the second, but dang, Gronk,
330.
yeah, dude. He went ham. I mean, I know he killed it, but that's all. It's a big difference. It's 34 points.
Randy. I think I went with the right choice though. The tight end had 257. Nushan
had
290.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I was
tight
surprisingly
ends did
close,
not
though.
put up that much points. I had to take these. There was Jimmy Graham that appeared there twice, but again, I didn't want to pick a lot from the same year.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
so I wanted to go further down. So those last two for those tight ends was a terrible decision. I'm glad you guys didn't. Well, you did go Vernon. No, you didn't go Vernon.
No.
Oh yeah, none of you guys
No.
did those. So
We were like, we'll
we
take the
did
better
Ertz
tight
and
ends.
Kelsey, and that was it. I doubled up on running back. You doubled up on
QB.
which I think might be the difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, probably. They both had 400, but.
Ooh, wow, it's close.
Oh, really? Oh, no. Yeah, you did take LT, was the second highest in points while taking a quarterback, too.
Yeah.
Hagen.
If I would have gone with one of the.
Wow, that was a lot closer than I thought.
Oh.
But the difference is 70 points.
Dang. Okay.
Because of Andrew Luck.
Yeah. Maybe. We'll see.
So, David, your final score was 1,882.5 points.
Wow. Okay.
Grady, your final was 1,812 points. .2.
Wow.
Damn.
Jeez, we did good. Not gonna lie, that was close.
Wow. So if you had chosen probably Reggie Wayne, or better yet, Hines Ward, you might have been close.
Over who?
Over Zach Ertz.
Oh.
The Ertz one was a troubled one.
See, what I was thinking we were doing
by the only position,
and then once you have filled your position, you doubled up. But
that's why I was a little
because I didn't want to be like
quarterbacks.
I didn't want to be like, oh, let's not take a tight end because I would have just not done it.
Yeah, you're right. You say that, but Gronk did better than some of these running backs and
true.
And
receivers.
I'm shocked you guys didn't consider the Priest Holmes. He had a really good amount. He had 445 points.
Who did?
$4.
Priest Holmes.
2002 and Priest.
Yeah, he was so good that year. It's just like, but I don't remember fantasy points in 2002, dude. I don't remember Heinz Ward and Priest Holmes like points. I remember them just playing good. You know what I mean?
So Jamal Charles, what did that say? 3.
Yeah, what does Jamal Charles say, Elijah?
Jamal Charles was 374.
Dang.
For
that would have
$2.
been good.
Yeah, you were thinking. You remember you were like, but I don't know if we had the
Would have been
touchdown.
better than the Peyton Manning.
All right. Well, you won, buddy.
All right, nice.
GG's.
1-0. All right. Well,
What is it? 1-0-1.
yeah, right. All right. Well, I guess that concludes that. How you start off with the winning record, 1-0. Here's the loser over here with the Chargers. So, all right, we'll see you next week. We're gonna wrap up our draft grades for next week. We're gonna just kind of
Just
finish
let's
it
do
out.
them all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
list them all.
Yeah.
Show you guys what we think about the rest, and then we'll touch base on some NFL news as well, whatever happens this week, and then talk about the top 10 running backs and or kickers or defenses. It kind of goes a little bit different. Some people don't use kickers as much, but
Wide receivers, running backs. Let's go.
you do want to just do the wide receiver and running back?
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
we're gonna go
Yeah,
to
do
that.
kickers and defense after.
Even then, we probably don't even need to do that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
people
You
do
want
that.
Justin Tucker. That's
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna if you're gonna take a quarterback or a kicker hella early, you want Justin Tucker.
That's fair.
Otherwise, just wait till the end. There's
Yeah.
always somebody there.
Always pick them up, drop them. It's not a big deal.
What is it? Braden didn't even draft one last year.
Yeah, that's true. So, but then that's what we're going to do for next week. So, we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
Deuces.